Rabotai, good morning.
Good morning.
We are continuing in Halacha, Aleph and Siman Memvav. Today we're going to speak about the blessing of straightening out oneself. We spoke about that after one sits up, he has to straighten himself. If we look into Psalms and David HaMelech in Tehillim, in chapter 145, verse 14, it states over there, Somech Hashem l'chol hanuflim v'zokev l'chol hakifufim. That HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He supports everyone that falls, and He straightens all the people that are bent. Now, Rabotai, when we speak about the Berachot HaShachar, it's when you're sitting up, you're saying the Barakah of Zokev Kufifim. But when you put it together with Tehillim, with what David HaMelech is saying, what is it coming to teach us? That HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one that makes us straight when a person is bent. So there is a very powerful message, Rabotai, in Tehillim. We have to remember that we are dealing against an enemy that does not ever let up. He's always trying to bring us down. The Yetzer Hara, he tries to bend us and he tries to break us. Every single time, no matter what you do, Rabotai, he does not leave you alone for even a second. But what does Hashem do, Rabotai? Hashem, He says, even after He breaks you and He bends you, Hashem says, I'm going to straighten you. I'm going to help you get back up. Show me you want, I'll help you and I'll get you back up. Where do we see this idea from? If we look into Masechet Kiddushin, in Daf Lamed Amud Bet, Rabotai, listen to the language that the Gemara states. Ve'amar Rabbi Shimon ben Levi. Rabbi Shimon, the son of Levi, said, Yitzro shel Adam mitgaber alav bechol yom. Every single day, the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination, tries to overpower us. Umivakish hamito, and he wants to kill us. It's one thing if he wants to become stronger than us, but it's another thing that he wants to kill us. Ve'il maleh HaKadosh Baruch Hu ozro en yacholo. If it wouldn't be for HaKadosh Baruch Hu trying to help us, Rabotai, we would be finished. This that we are able to overcome sometimes our temptation and everything wrong, it is only because HaKadosh Baruch Hu is assisting us. So when saying this blessing in the morning, Rabotai, you don't only have to have the kavanah that Hashem is straightening you out because you were bent and now you are able to stand up straight, but you also have to have the kavanah, Rabotai, that Hashem is also straightening you out also spiritually. Sometimes you have people, Chas v'Shalom, Rabotai, they're down emotionally. Hashem also takes you out of that. Or physically, or mentally, Rabotai. We have to remember that this barakah, when we say any barakah, we have to understand that there's more meaning to it. People need to understand, Rabotai, this is not an easy thing to do. How many of us try to go ahead and learn Torah? What happens, Mr. Isaac? We try to come, the Yetzer Hara gets in our way. He tries to bend our derech. He says, no, don't go, not now, do this, you're busy with this. But what does Hashem do, Rabotai? He gives you the opportunity, He straightens the derech. He says, no problem, go. So that's why when we're saying this barakah in the morning, let's try to be able to have these kavanot, so Hashem can always assist us, because if it's not for that, well, we'll be in big trouble. Today's Musar. The Sefer Ve'en Lama Mikshah brings down over here, a lot of times you have a person that when somebody wants to tell him a Davar Torah, right, and he asks you, did you ever hear this Chidush in the Parsha? You probably know it, you probably heard of it. What do you tell him, Artur? Mata Omerlo. Yeah, I know it, right? Or your wife wants to tell you something she heard from another rabbi, or your children want to come home and they want to tell you a parasha. Do we give them the proper attention, or we say we know it? Comes the Sefer Ein Lama Mikshah and he says, Rabotai, listen to this. Ha'im kvar shamata et pirush ala pasuk plon. He says, if a person comes to you and he tells you, did you hear this explanation on a certain verse? Vehu be'emet kvar shama et pirush. But you really heard it already, you already know it. Are you allowed to tell him no? He says, Im kol zeh mutar la'anot v'lomar lo shamati. With all this, you could tell him, I did not hear. Why could you say that? Ho'il v'yesh l'chaveru hana'a b'zeh, shehu omer lo chidush sha'adayin lo shama. Because who's feeling good? Who's having the good feeling? Your friend. You're giving him that good feeling that As if you didn't hear it. What are you doing now? You're giving him that good feeling by doing kindness with him. When you hear his words. That's what the Sefer Ilam Mishlei continues, and he says, if a person is traveling somewhere, you see a person needs to go to Main Street, but you go to 108th Street. Say it's not the same direction, but you see this guy needs to get to Main Street. Can you lie to him and can you tell him I'm going to Main Street just to get him, just to give him that good feeling? He says over here, in the name of Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, you are allowed to go ahead and do it. You're allowed to change your words, Rabotai. Even if you think it's lying, you are allowed to change your words to be able to give another person that good feeling. Now, why is this very important, Rabotai? Today, when a person buys a car, what do we say? I could have got you a better deal. You bought it for 800, I know 650, right? Somebody buys something nice, they get a custom-made suit, how much you got it for? 900, I could have got it for 600. Anything people do today, automatically, we knock them down. You go to a bagel store, how much is it? $9.99, whatever, bagel cream. Over there is $2.99. Anywhere you go, Rabotai, we try to knock one other down. Rabotai, it is not allowed, Rabotai. That is not allowed to be done. If somebody tells you something, that means they want to get your approval. If they want to get your approval, allow them to have that good feeling.